Hi everybody, welcome to the reading. So today we're going to be taking a look at your connection and where it's heading. If you do have a connection with somebody and you're unclear on where this connection is going, please go ahead and take a look at these shells over here. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. Don't overthink it, just take a look at them, meditate for a second, and just choose the one that you're most drawn to. All right, I'll give you a second to choose the pile that you want, and I'll see you in your reading. Welcome pile number 1 to your reading. So if you chose this shell, this is going to be your reading. The first message that I got from this specific pile is that the shape of the shell is like pointing pretty much in every direction, right? And that says something about this connection. I feel a sense of aversion when it comes to love. So maybe you or the other person somehow feel like you don't deserve love, or somehow feel like you have this aversion towards love and being in love. Maybe you think it's cringe or something, or maybe you feel like you just don't deserve it or something like that, and that might be the biggest problem in your relationship. That's the first one I got. The first message I got. The second message I got is that I had already started your reading, and then a minute or two into the reading, I realized that my camera wasn't recording for some reason. I looked back and it wasn't recording at all, and like my mic also like glitched up and things like that. So I'm just sensing a lot of like ungrounded energy, I guess you could say. There's this aversion. You kind of want to run away from this relationship, or the other person kind of want to run away from this relationship. Things like that. There's a lot of like resistance to this reading. Yeah, so I'm gonna do it a little bit differently this time, because the the way I was doing it maybe just wasn't the right direction. So I'm gonna go ahead and just change up like a few things around. So first of all, let's get an energy check, see if this is truly your pile. I feel like that helps a lot. Just so you can be completely certain that this is the right message you're getting. All right, there we go. Okay, the first one, 8 of Wands. Okay, 7 of Cups in reverse, and then we have 2 of Pentacles in reverse. All right, this connection came to you incredibly quickly, when you least expected it. Maybe you weren't actually looking for love. Maybe you weren't actually looking for a connection, but it just came on to you. And it doesn't matter like what kind of circumstances you are under. It just happened so fast, and you fell for this person, or you felt the spark of connection, right? And it was really exciting to you. It was really fast. You weren't expecting it at all, and it's almost like you didn't really have a choice in this. It just came onto you. This connection just came onto you, and you just felt very like out of whack because of it. It's like someone being like, okay, I'm just going to focus on myself, I'm going to focus on work, I'm going to focus on my career, or healing something and things like that, and you were so like laser focused on that. But then this connection, it kind of like hit you like a lightning, and it just came into your life, and it was really hard for you to balance, because you weren't planned for it. It was like a huge surprise to you, that you just weren't expecting this person to be your person. You just weren't expecting this connection to happen. So that's where like the ungroundedness is coming from, and I can really sense that there's an aversion from your side to relationships, to love and being in love. The entire idea of being in love is for some reason very scary to you, but it is happening to you regardless. Like you've fallen for this person really hard, really quickly, and it's like kind of scary, right? It really unarmed you. You felt like there was you just couldn't control it. It just happened, and it was really quick like that. Maybe you are with this person or you are not, it doesn't really matter, but the energy that your guides are showing you right now is that this connection was bound to happen, and there was no way to kind of go around it, is what I'm getting. So if this resonates with you, this is definitely your reading, and please go ahead and continue listening to it. If it doesn't, check out pile number 2 and pile number 3 and see if that resonates with you. All right, so let's take some oracle cards. First, I'm gonna do the love oracle cards. I really love this deck. Okay, the first card, Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming. Surprise, invitation, or meaning, hesitation. Okay, see, like, I'm feeling the hesitation energy quite a lot. You're hesitating a lot when it comes to this connection. But it's coming anyways. Like, it doesn't really care that you are hesitant. It's still coming. And I think, like, this connection is supposed to teach you a lot of things about not only like love and relationships, but a lot about yourself as well. The image I'm getting is that like an egg being cracked. You were in your shell for a long time, and the universe is basically saying, hey, like it's time for you to come out of your shell. It's time for you to hatch out of your egg. Because deep down, you know you want love. Deep down, you have decided that you want this love, right? And it's almost like an intervention conspired by your guides and the universe to kind of fulfill your wishes. Even though right now you're like, no, I do not want love or whatever, right? There's still a part of you that deeply yearn for love. I'm almost sensing an energy of like despair. Like you're desperate for love, but you're so desperate that you told yourself that you actually do not want love, and you're scared of love, and you kind of buried it very deeply because of how much you actually want human connection and partnership and finding your life partner. And the universe is saying, hey, like it's okay to want these things. Okay, next oracle card, please. Courthouse is in reverse. See, like there's just a lot of energy of hesitation, and I don't think it's coming from the other side. I think it's coming from you. That was made clear during the energy check section of this reading. So like you want this love, but also you're feeling really scared of it. And the other person really likes you. They like you a lot. And they're ready for your romance to bloom. And they're having fun flirting with you. They want to go on a date with you. They want to like hit you up. They want to surprise you. I'm seeing in my mind's eye that someone is like waiting for you to get off of work at your office door, right? And I'm seeing like you being scared of it and trying to like run away from the person. Yeah, so like the other person really likes you, and it's like an initial feeling of attraction towards you, right? This person is very giddy about you. They are like thinking about you a lot. They want to surprise you. They want to be like this Prince Charming for you, it seems. They want to woo you. They really, really just want to impress you, is what I'm getting. And that's why they're doing all these gestures of like surprising you with a phone call, surprising you with a meeting. And they're coming on pretty hard for you. Completion, okay. the Seeker, this is the equivalent of the Fool card with number 0. This is so interesting because number 21, the Universe card is like the last card of the Major Arcana, right? And then 0 is the first one. So it looks like there's like a cycle going on. Something is ending and something is starting anew. But where you fit into this is that you are in the middle of it. Like you're in the middle of it. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card to represent you. All right. See? Yep. 5 of Swords. You're just being super harsh on yourself. You're like, I don't deserve love. I do not want love. Like, love is scary. Love is something that disappoints you in the end. There's a story that you're telling yourself about love and partnership. Maybe your parents divorced, or your parents didn't really have like a good marriage or a partnership, and that's why you're feeling like, no, like love is scary. Love is very like untangible. Love is not reliable. And these are the things that you're telling yourself, but the universe is saying, like, whether you want it or not, you're gonna have to heal this, because maybe in your soul's contract, maybe in the past life or something, before you were born, you signed a contract that says, I'm gonna find my life partner, right? And to honor your wish, to honor the contract that you already signed, the universe is kind of intervening in your life and being like, okay, this needs to stop. Like, this needs to stop. So they're sending this person to you to kind of break you out of your shell. Yeah. And with the Courthouse card being in reverse here, I'm sensing that like you're scared of marriage. And obviously, like when you think about love and partnership, you're like, okay, the destination is to essentially like get married and like spend your life together. But the universe is telling you that doesn't have to be the way. You don't have to get married to somebody. You can just explore this connection and see where it takes you and see what it teaches you about yourself. It doesn't even need to be about the other person, but it's more about how you react to connections and how you react in relationships. That is the most fruitful part of this connection itself. And I'm not seeing like, oh, this is going to be like your life partner. Nothing like that. You are thinking of this relationship in such like a grand point of view, right? But it doesn't need to be like that. It could just be a summer fling. It could just be a temporary thing. It doesn't need to be this grand thing. This person doesn't need to be your twin flame or like your life partner. It's more about you exploring yourself in relationships and in a connection. It's about how this other person treats you and how you react to it, and you kind of like see yourself. So think of it as more of an experiment. Think of it as a stepping stone for growth and learning more about yourself. If you think about it this way, you're gonna find that, you know, this connection might be actually really fun for you. So the first message we're getting is that, yeah, there is a person, and this person is really interested in you. Okay, I'm not gonna say that this person loves you so deeply and yearns for you, nothing like that. From what I can tell, this is a very like a young love, or a love that hasn't bloomed into something that's like super deep and things like that. This is more of like this person likes you, they find you attractive, and they want to offer you an opportunity to kind of explore yourself in relationships. And the other person is probably doing the same. They want to see how they, you know, would react or would be proactive towards someone that they like, right? Okay, so now let's take a look at where this connection is actually going. The first part talked about like how you are reacting to this connection, and let's take a look at it from a different point of view. Where's this connection going? All right. Let me see. This is Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. Seeker of Wands in reverse. Okay, I think this one wants to come out as well. And this is Four of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so the feeling that I'm getting from this specifically is that, yeah, this is more of a fling, okay? This is more of a fling. This is more of a temporary relationship or a connection that's going to last maybe a few months, a year at most. And you might feel disappointed right now, but this is exactly what you need. This person is not here to become your life partner. This person is not here to be such a meaningful person in your life, but this connection is meaningful in a way that allows you to, again, like explore yourself and be more open to love and be more open to the idea of finding your actual life partner, right? This is more of like a stepping stone towards that goal. Okay, we got karmic relationship. Yeah, karmic relationship. Do not be scared of karmic relationships, because karmic relationships come into our lives for a very good reason. It wants to teach us something. It wants to open something to us. It's more of like a lesson that you need to learn, and this connection is exactly that. Right now, it's really fun, and your guides are saying just have fun with this connection. Don't overthink it. The moment you think that, you know, this person is supposed to be your person and you were supposed to be soulmates, and just, you know, overthinking it will take the fun out of it. Instead, you can just be like, hey, like, this is a person who finds me attractive. Let's see where this connection goes, and just take it one day at a time. And don't overthink it. Don't give it meaning that it doesn't need to have, right? It doesn't need to be so significant. It doesn't need to be this grandiose connection. It just needs to be here in this moment, and it needs to give you what it needs to give you. And after that's done, you're definitely going to just move on from this relationship. So what I'm getting is that the initial love and excitement will die within a few months, right? And that's okay. It was fun for the time being. It was fun for the time when you felt this spark of connection. It warmed you up towards love, and that's it. But you're not going to be able to go on journeys with this person. You're not going to be able to go on huge adventures with this person. It's just going to be a summer fling. It's just going to be a fall fling, whatever. And the main thing that it's doing for you is that it's really just making you understand what you actually want. It's taking you out of your box. Like Four of Pentacles in reverse, it talks about something untraditional. It talks about breaking out of your box. It talks about, you know, being more open-minded. And that is the main point of this relationship. Let's see what this relationship is for the other person. I'm sure it's going to be something similar. Let's see. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yes. So the other person is also looking for their life partner, and they're just kind of exploring connections as they go, right? And that is completely fine. That's why we date. That's why we get into relationships. It's because we're trying to find our forever person. And that is very valid. Okay. One more. One more. Conqueror of Pentacles. yeah, this person is kind of assessing what they have and how they can behave in relationships, whether they're going to be able to go for the things that they want or not. This is also an exploration for them. And also, if you are, okay, this is a small, very unlikely warning. If you are a person in a higher position, if you have money, if you have titles, they're going to be attractive to this person. Don't let them take advantage of you, because that might be a motivation for them as well. If not, just disregard this message, okay? But just try to keep your professional life and personal life apart. All right, that's a very small, unlikely warning that I got, but you know, it might resonate with some people, very few people, I believe. But that's what I'm getting from this reading. I hope it served you well. If it did, please subscribe, like, and comment. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Let's get into your reading. So the shell that you chose is this one. When I look at this shell specifically, and for this reading specifically, I'm sensing a very tight-knit energy. Like it almost looks like a DNA spiral. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's like very intertwined together. That's what I'm getting. So maybe this connection is about someone you feel very close to, you feel very like tight with, if that makes sense. All right. Let's do an energy check. First of all, I just got another message. Let me relay it. You might have met this person in a past life. And with this connection, you might meet this person in the next life as well, is what I'm getting. It's just like I'm hearing like weaving through timelines, weaving into lifetimes, things like that. I'm feeling very positive. Okay, let's see. Energy check. The first card is Ruler of Chalices. Okay, in reverse. There we go. Seeker of Wands in reverse. All right. And then we have Six of Wands. Okay, this connection, it was a very public connection for some reason. Maybe you guys like posted pictures together, stories together on Instagram or something like that, on Facebook, whatever you use. You had high hopes for this relationship, but I'm hearing for some reason this person gives you an energy of being hot and cold, or maybe you are being hot and cold. I'm not sure, but there's a sense of like being hot and then being cold, like love bombing and then disappearing, being in contact every single day, every minute of the day, and then just going AWOL. This person is holding back, or maybe you are holding back in this relationship because there's so much love to give, but it's in reverse position, which means like it's being internalized, it's being held back. And so like when you, the thing that I'm hearing is that when you are good together, it's so good together, but then this person kind of pulls back. I'm not sure if it's you or the other person, but I'm leaning more towards the other person. So just take it how it resonates, right? At first, you guys were so in love, like you had this spark of connection. You were so drawn to each other, like you were, you came on very strong into this relationship, both of you. But then just as fast as it came, it went away as fast as it went. Wait, I'm confused. You know what I mean, right? It was really hot and then it was cold. And you were public with this person, or maybe the person you were talking about, or you're thinking about, is a famous person or a very public facing person for some reason. Like maybe they have a social media, maybe they're famous in their fields, whatever, like, or they're just a very grandiose person who talks to a lot of people, who is very outgoing or something like that. And I'm almost hearing like people telling you guys like, oh my God, you guys are so perfect for each other. And people are still talking about you guys. And they're being like, what's going on with them? Like they look like the perfect couple, but for some reason I haven't seen them together in weeks or something like that. Or I hear people like kind of chattering about you guys because you looked like such a power couple, and then people were very drawn to your relationship, to your kind of connection from the outside. Even just from the outside, it looked like you guys were so good for each other, like you were the perfect match, but for some reason it just fizzled down and you're very confused is the feeling that I'm getting. You're feeling really just disappointed and you just don't really understand. I have Four of Cups as the bottom deck, and so it's like, what happened? You just don't really understand what the fuck happened, right? Excuse my language. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. If this resonates with you, definitely continue listening to it. It's going to be the right message for you. If it doesn't resonate, please check pile number 1 and number 3. All right, so let's get into it. What the heck is happening with this relationship? It feels like you guys are so good for each other, but it just fizzled down and you are so confused. You're like, what the heck happened? What even happened is what I'm getting, and you're feeling really hurt. So let's see it. Let's look at it from the other person's point of view. I feel like that's going to be the most important question for you guys, because there's a feeling of like you didn't have any closure from this, or you don't even know if it's the end or not. Like this other person is just holding back a lot of information and a lot of affection. Let's see what they are thinking and feeling. All right, we've got completion in reverse. Okay, this other person is also feeling the same. They're like, has it ended? Has it not? They're kind of like, okay, they're avoiding looking at this. They're avoiding you. They're avoiding this connection. They're avoiding their own feelings because for some reason it's too painful for them, or they're just scared or something like that, right? Okay, the next one, oh, we got Four of Cups. They don't understand themselves. Okay, they don't know why they're doing this. They don't understand why they just decided not to contact you anymore. There's a sense of boredom as well. Like they don't feel content in their life. They don't feel content about this connection specifically. They don't feel content about who they are. They're confused and they're not seeing the messages you're sending them. They're not seeing the affection that you're sending them, right? They don't see it because they're too preoccupied with their bullshit in front of them, basically. All right, the next one, Ace of Wands. They still like you. They still do like you. They still feel this, like you're not crazy, girl. I'm not sure if you're a girl or not, but whatever. Like, you're not crazy. You're not being delusional. Maybe everybody else is telling you like, he's an asshole, like she's an asshole, just fucking forget about them, like things like that. But you just feel this connection deep within you, and you kind of know that they also feel this way about you. They're crazy about you. You know that already. But for some reason, this person is just in a really weird place. Okay, let's take a look at more context. This person, what are they feeling? Why are they doing this? Boat, receiving what you need, moving on, closure issues. Are you kidding me? Look at this. This is crazy. What did I say? Closure issues. I was just talking about closure and it came. Okay, we got mask in reverse, not showing true feelings. See, like they're hiding their true feelings from you. they're pretending like they don't care. And I'm sensing like maybe you've seen this person around, maybe you have like mutual friends or something, and you had like great moments with this person, and then it fizzled out, and you see them in public or something, or maybe you see them on social media or something like that, right? And they seem like they are so unaffected, they seem like they are just like so above it. Like this person is pretending like this connection doesn't exist. This person is pretending like they don't give a fuck, right? But they do, and they're so scared of their own feelings that they do not want to look at it for some reason. Okay, is there something that triggered this person? Is there something that triggered this person? I feel like this was triggered by something. Okay, let's take a look at what was triggered. What triggered it and what was triggered? What triggered it? 3 of Cups. Okay, people talking. There's gossip. Okay, somebody. Yeah, there was gossip. There was definitely gossip. Someone told them something about you, or maybe they heard people talking about you guys and they're like, no, that's not what I want, that's not what is aligned, and they're like, they're running away from this. Okay, what was triggered? What was triggered? Ace of Cups, Ace of Chalices. Can I get one more card for this? I don't understand. Can you make it clear for me, please? Divine Masculine energy in reverse. Okay. Maybe it's about title. Maybe it's about, it's like, okay, the feeling that I'm getting is, you know how K-pop idols, they hide their relationships to contain their status? Not contain, what's the word? I guess like upkeep their status. Because a lot of the fans kind of idolize them and romanticize them. And if they see them in a relationship, that attraction kind of fizzles down, and it's bad for their reputation or bad for like sales and things like that, right? I think this person might be doing something like that. They don't want to be in a relationship. They feel they're not ready for this relationship, and they just don't want people to be talking about him in that way or them in that way, you know? They want to remain attractive. They want to remain in this bachelor or bachelorette type. They're like, okay, this shit is getting too real. This shit is getting so serious, and I'm so attracted to this person, and that scares me. Yeah, that's how they're feeling right now, and that's why they stopped contacting you. They're like, no, this is not how it's supposed to happen. They have some kind of like, they have an idea about themselves and how their life is supposed to go, and you and this connection is kind of interfering with it, and he's scared shitless. Okay, I'm really sensing that obviously the person that you're thinking about is a male, but if it's not, it still resonates. Just resonate how it takes, okay? But yeah, it's just such a manly macho energy, isn't it? Like all right, where is this connection going? Where is this connection going? Courtship is in reverse. Guys, I'm so sorry, but I don't think this person is gonna want to be with you for the time being. They do not want to court you. They're like, this is too real. This is too real. And they're feeling like if they continue with you, if they continue down this connection, this person feels like they're gonna lose themselves. and they just don't want that. They're just not ready for that. They're not ready to settle down, because and this connection is too real for them, and so they're like so scared. And if that's the decision they're making, you have to honor it. I'm so sorry. I know it sucks, but yeah, there's not gonna be change when it comes to this connection in the near future. Okay, in the near future, maybe things will change down the line in a few years, but right now this person is pretty set on just not looking at this. Okay, where's this connection going? Give us some clarifiers, give us some details. All right, we have Ruler of Chalices, King of Cups in reverse. I'm gonna get 3 cards. We have the Fates, Wheel of Fortune equivalent. And then we've got 4 of Swords. Yeah, this connection is gonna have to take a break, guys. This connection is gonna have to take a break. Yeah, this person is definitely like keeping things from you. They are holding themselves back, and there's nothing that you can do about it. It's almost like, even though this connection is significant, even though this connection is meaningful in a way, but it is something that you're gonna have to let go for the time being, at least for now, because it's not going anywhere right now. It's gonna remain this way, and I don't want to bullshit you, like truly, like I don't want to feed into your delusions, or you're not delusional, but you know what I mean, right? Like I just don't want you to chase someone who's unavailable, because it's not worth it in the end. And this person is, even though they have feelings for you, they are just not even looking at it. They are not allowing themselves to feel their feelings. They're not ready. They're scared. And this was meant to happen. You were meant to meet each other. This was definitely meant to happen. It's like written in your fate. Like maybe you've met this person in the past life. Maybe you're gonna meet this person in the next life. Like this is definitely something that you feel very deeply, and you are not delusional in that. You have every right to feel your feelings. You have every right to feel hurt. But right now, the best thing you can do is let it rest. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna ask your guides what you need right now. What should you do? What do you need to do? All right, 6 of Cups in reverse. You don't have to keep the peace. Like, if you are angry, if you are hurt, you are entitled to express them, okay, to your friends or to this person specifically. Like you don't need to keep the peace. All right, you are entitled to your feelings, your hurt, and you are entitled to express them, because this person knows what they did. This person knows that, you know, you had this amazing connection and then they just disappeared, or they just fizzled it out. Like, they know what they did, so they're kind of expecting you to kind of lash out in a way. So like, if you have some words to say to this person, if you have something to say to your friends, you don't need to keep the peace. It's not your responsibility. So let go of that. If this person is choosing this, you can also choose to react accordingly. Like, it's fine. That doesn't mean like be violent or anything like that. I'd never condone that. Obviously, and I don't think you're gonna be like that, but also like, say your piece, like express your mind, don't hold back. You're not responsible for their feelings. You're not responsible for keeping the peace, okay? And then we have 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Right now, you've kind of lost yourself because of this connection. Like, you are beautiful, you are abundant, girl. Like, you have everything you need and you've forgotten that. And the universe is saying, your guides are saying like, hey, like remember who you are. You've spent years without this person. You're gonna be able to spend years without them in the future as well. It's like not a big deal. Right now it does feel like a big deal and you're hurt, but it's important to let yourself process these feelings and maybe like express them to your trusted friends, to this person specifically, without like wanting something back from them. You know, just say, hey, I don't like expect an answer from you. I don't expect closure from you, but I just need to say my piece so that I feel like I have stood up for myself, right? And just say the things you want to say to them and just leave it at that. Like most likely this person is never going to respond, but that is okay, because at the end of the day, you know that you stood up for yourself and you said your piece, and that will in turn like give you closure, that will in turn give you clarity, right? So that's what your guides are saying. You don't need to keep the peace, okay? It's not your responsibility. That's the most important thing to remember. And good days are coming, guys. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, like you're recovering from this, okay? You're recovering from this very soon. 5 of Pentacles is a card of feeling not enough. But when it's in a reverse position, it tells you that you're recovering from this. It tells you that you're gonna become full again. And that's in your near future. Okay, so that was the reading. I hope it served you well. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. This is a very small channel. Okay, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. All right, so this is the shell that you've chosen, a really beautiful one. Whenever I take a look at this shell, like the spiral pattern of the shell really pops out for me. Oh, and I'm also like, it kind of looks like a speaker, doesn't it? Yeah, so for this connection specifically, something needs to be communicated, I think. Something needs to be communicated. Something needs to be said. Just because of the image of speaker that I got in my mind's eye, definitely like something needs to be said. Something needs to be communicated is what I'm getting. Okay. Maybe you're waiting for them to call. Maybe you're waiting for them, or maybe you're waiting to tell them about something or something like that. Like it just words unsaid. There are words unsaid. Okay, first of all, let's do an energy check so you know that you've chosen the right group for you. We've got 5 of Pentacles in reverse. All right. And then we've got Temperance, and then we got Ruler of Pentacles. All right. So with this connection, this is a connection that really helped you heal. Maybe you were like really bored with your life. Maybe you were a little bit depressed. Maybe you had some financial issues, health issues. You were just down on your knees when this connection showed up in your life. And then it gave you a sense of like joy. It gave you a sense of like you have control over your life. It just made you very positive, this connection. It could just be a crush even, like, you know, you've crushed on this person and then suddenly like your life has a meaning, like your life is joyful, you look forward to things like that. It's like, you know, I had a friend who had found BTS when she was feeling really down, and that energy always, like, it gives me joy. Like BTS is such a band that like gives you joy when you need it the most. Like it's a very loving energy that they have, the K-pop group. But this person was like your BTS, right? Like I know that's a really weird comparison. I know that's a really weird example, but that just popped into my head, so I'm relaying the message. But yeah, and with this person, you feel really nervous around them and you hold yourself back. I'm almost seeing like you're feeling super giddy about this person. And like whenever you see them, you kind of like tense up and you're so super self-aware of every little thing that you're doing or saying. This person keeps you on your toes, and I'm just feeling a lot of like bubbly energy. Maybe you've never been with this person in a romantic sense, maybe, or even if you have, like you still have this like giddiness that you feel when you're with them. You just feel so attracted to them, but not even attracted in the sense that like you're lustful or anything like that. It's more of like a high school love. It's the feeling I'm getting is like this really just pure, loving, cutesy energy, and you feel like a child again when you're with this person, or when you think about this person. You feel like you're just this little kid in love, and like you're looking at them and you're smiling. It's just a very, very like positive energy, and maybe you've been wanting to express that to this person, right? But you just haven't had the courage to, is what I'm getting. So I'm like sensing a lot of like high school romance almost. You feel like a kid again when you're around this person, and you just feel so happy and positive about this person. I think this person that you feel this connection with is such a radiant person. They are so good, and you feel it, right? Like they have such good energy. They are such a loving person, and you admire that about them. So if this message resonates with you, this is definitely your reading. So keep listening. If it doesn't, please check pile number 1 and 2 and see if that resonates with you. All right, so where's this connection heading? I feel so giddy. Like I feel like a young person again. Like I don't feel tired anymore. And maybe you've been feeling the same way. Where's this connection going? We're just gonna head straight into the message, the main point of the video. Where is this connection heading? Okay. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. I got the saying that says, nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Your best bet, if you really feel so good about this person and if you are really attracted to them, I would say you need to express that to them. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. I don't think this person is going to take steps towards you as of right now. But let's take a look at it. 9 of Wands in reverse. And then we also have the Star. There is hope, you guys. There is hope for this connection. This might bloom into something. And your spirits are saying, don't try so hard when you're around this person. Like, you don't need to seem like someone you're not. You know, you don't need to wear this mask around them, because that in turn is actually kind of pushing you away from this person. If you can be yourself around this person, yeah, okay, I'm gonna see. All right, if it changes, what will happen? If it changes, what will happen? We have got 5 of Cups. Okay. How about for the 7 of Pentacles in reverse? What will happen if something changes? Seeker of Chalices. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so your spirits are saying, like, if you want this connection to deepen, if you want this connection to go a little further and bloom into the romantic territory, you're gonna have to stop trying. You see this person as such a radiant person, right? You see this person as such a loving person, and maybe that's why you've been kind of hiding your sadness from this person. You're not able to really like express that. Maybe you're struggling in life. Maybe you feel X, Y, and Z about something. You're just trying to match their energy of being super bubbly, super positive and loving and radiant, and that's not serving you right now. Because if this person truly is such a radiant person, if this person truly is a loving person like you think they are, they're gonna be welcoming any energy that you bring to the table. They're gonna be able to transform your energy from being sad to being loved or something like that, right? Like, you don't need to hide your sadness or your vulnerabilities from this person. If you want to deepen this connection, if you want it to bloom into something that's romantic, something that's more of a relationship, you're gonna have to stop hiding your insecurities and your vulnerabilities. You need to be vulnerable with this person, and that is the only way to advance this connection. Because at the end of the day, like romantic relationships or any relationship for that matter, for it to be meaningful, you need to share things that are not very comfortable to share. And that's how like most relationships build. And it doesn't mean like trauma dump on them or something like that, but you're just gonna be able to be brave enough to show them your vulnerabilities, and that is how you actually make meaningful connections. If you're hiding everything behind a wall, you're not going to be able to get through to them. And best believe this person also has vulnerabilities. Even though they seem like such a positive, radiant person, they still have vulnerabilities, and maybe they are vulnerable, and that's what makes them so radiant. So to match their energy, it doesn't mean that you're gonna have to like conceal all of your insecurities. It's quite the opposite. You're gonna have to be vulnerable with them, okay? And definitely there's a chance for it to bloom into love, okay? We have Seeker of Chalices. I mean, if you know anything about tarot, you know that cups are the most romantic suit of the minor arcana, and especially Seeker of Chalices, it's the equivalent of Knight of Cups, I believe. And that is a really beautiful, really romantic card. So there is definitely, for sure, 100% chance for a romantic love to bloom between you in this connection. Okay, but you're just gonna have to be vulnerable with them. That's the main thing. All right, let's get some oracle cards. Where is this connection going? Ooh, love call. See, like I'm telling you, it needs to, someone expresses love, like for real, guys. Thinking of you and letting you know. This is crazy. This person also feels attracted to you to a certain extent, but they're waiting for you to be more vulnerable towards them. Okay? Because you're wearing a mask around them. Like you're not yourself, and that needs to be stopped. Because this person wants to see through the mask. This person wants to see you for who you are. And you have to be secure in yourself that with your vulnerabilities, with your insecurities, you are still worthy of love and affection from this person. Okay? And then we have Hammer in reverse. I'm not sure what this card entails. So let's see. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetition, persistent, working on it. Hammer. Okay, see, like by masking, by holding yourself back, you are actually sabotaging this connection. You need to be vulnerable. You need to bring your walls down a little bit and let them in. Because as much as you feel attraction towards them, as much as you admire them, you are holding yourself back because for some reason you're feeling like you're not worthy or you're not their equal because of your insecurities and vulnerabilities. But it's quite the quite the opposite. If you are able to take down your wall and just be vulnerable with them, you will find that this person will be more welcoming towards your energy and towards you, and maybe some romantic potential, right? Oh, I feel so giddy about this connection. It's such a positive one, guys. I love this for you. And you need to understand that you're so beautiful, okay? Mature woman. Okay, so you kind of, you really need to be a little bit mature in this relationship. Anything other than that will not be tolerated. If you act like a little girl, this person might feel like, ugh, you know, like, if you're a guy, just take it as how it resonates, okay? But I'm getting a mature woman. The woman in this relationship, she just needs to be mature. Otherwise, it's going to, sabotage the relationship. Okay, let's see what the other person is feeling towards you. What's the other person feeling towards you? 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, love that. Love that energy. Okay, I feel like this is wanting to come out. 8 of Swords. Okay, and then I also have this Jupiter. This is Hierophant equivalent. Okay, so this person, okay, I'm getting 2 messages. One is that this person sees you as like a challenging person to figure out. When they think of you, they just have like a question mark. I'm seeing like this huge question mark. Whenever they think of you, they have a question mark because you are so mysterious to them. Like you, maybe because you are kind of holding yourself back, they can feel that energy, right? And they're like, I just can't figure them out. Like, what's with them? They're very curious about you, but they just have this massive, like, huge, like, question mark when it comes to you. But for some reason, they feel devoted to you. They feel devoted to you. They feel like you could be like a wife material or a husband material. They're like, this person is reliable. This person... No, not reliable is not the word. This person is like, they're thinking this person is like my ideal version of a wife or a husband, but they just can't figure you out because you are very closed off. And that's probably because you're like holding yourself back and you're not showing your vulnerabilities. They want to know more about you, is what I'm getting. But they just feel very confused when it comes to you. Maybe you're giving them like a hot and cold energy a little bit, because one moment you're like, oh my god, they're so amazing, whatever, and they can feel that energy, and then the next second you're like, oh, like, what am I doing? I'm staring at them, I'm smiling my head off, like, stop it. And you stop it, and that person is like, what's going on? Like, you know, they just have this huge question mark over the idea of you, and they want to figure that out. They're definitely thinking about you to the point where they're overthinking it a little bit. And they feel confused about you. But look at this, like there's 2 5 energies. So like 5 is a very chaotic energy. So they're sensing a little bit of chaos from you. On one hand, they're like, this person is so trustworthy. Like I could see myself being with someone like them, right? But then they have a sense of like, you challenge them. So you're like challenging to them. So this person is a little bit confused about you, okay? But what's the underlying feeling towards you? What's the underlying feeling towards you? What's the underlying feeling towards you? Okay, I want this message to be very clear. So I want the card to fall on its own, just one card at a time, please. All right, perfect. We have Sacred Wisdom, High Priestess. All right, okay. One more, please. One more, please. Let it fall on its own. Perfect. We've got Seeker of Pentacles in reverse. The underlying feeling about you is that, yeah, it's just like they just can't figure out who you are, and they are trying to, okay? They want to, but there's a huge wall that you put up, and I'm almost seeing like they want, oh my god, we have 10 of Cups as the bottom deck. That's awesome. Okay, that's cute. Okay, let's put it right here. All right, so whenever they think of you and whenever they want to kind of, I want to say like penetrate your energy, they're met with a wall. It's like their face is here and there's a huge wall, and they can't get through you. And they're very curious about you, and they haven't made up their mind about you because they know that there's more to you, right? And they want to kind of see that parts of you that you're holding back, and then they can kind of decipher their attraction and what they think of you. Right now it's all very confused because you're just not letting them in, and they feel like they're kind of starting to get discouraged a little bit because it seems like it's not going anywhere. This connection is not going anywhere. They have this initial curiosity and attraction towards you, and they can also sense it from you guys, from you, right? But just because of this wall, they're thinking maybe it's not worth it. They're feeling a little bit discouraged that you're not like putting down this wall. But maybe they also need to make you feel safe enough, right? But if you really like this person and if you really want this to work, I would suggest take the initiative and kind of let your wall down and let them in a little bit more. Have some heart-to-heart conversations. Maybe ask them to go on a coffee date or a library date or something like that, where you can just drop into your heart and speak from the heart. Make that happen, guys. And if that happens, you're gonna be really pleasantly surprised on what you find out. Yeah, so that's the reading that I got for you guys. I hope this served you well. If it did, please like, subscribe, and comment. This is a very small channel, so I really do need the subscribes and the likes. I know a lot of people don't really subscribe to channels anymore, but it's going to be really helpful for me. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.